saw somebody who told me that, no, my child doesn't fall ill, so no need to register with the GP. I couldn't believe my ears. Like, so what if you need, this child needs attention? How is it? You know, there are just so many things, little things like that. Don't take them for granted. Register with the dentist. Dental health is huge. It is big. Don't joke with it. Particularly for children. Get them registered. Get them checked regularly. I'm not saying abuse the system. Don't go for every eye, nose, this. But if you're not sure, better to check. But the first thing is get the children registered with the GP. It is important to do that, and it's for the well-being as well. Yeah, so I'll move on very quickly. Achieving. That is something I don't really need to overflow. Nigerians don't joke with it. While I was sitting there, I heard my pastor talking to somebody about Kumon. My daughters did explore for many years. Most of our children go to private schools. You know, so that is not an area that I feel would struggle. And I know that most of us, in fact, that's the reason why we came here. So the children can probably have better education. I didn't bring my children from here. I came as a single girl in 2006. So I grew in the system, you know, so it was easier for me. But when you've brought children in, it can be different. But I know that's not an area to overflow. We all do that work. Nurtured. How nurturing are we? Your child falls down and you're saying, did you not see it? Did you not do that? What about, oh, are you okay? Okay, I'll kiss it better. You know, little things like that. People watch. You're in the shop and your daughter pulls something down. You're not thinking about, is your child okay? You're thinking about the embarrassment on yourself. You know, let's consider the children. Show that you be affectionate. You know, do you kiss these children? Do you hug them? Don't let us have that African thing of, no, we can't do that. It is really nice. I love, in fact, I'm always kissing my children. Now my 13-year-old was, you know, but that's age and stage appropriate. Let's be, let them feel supported, you know, like that. Of course, there are boundaries as well. We can work through that. Please keep me right with time because I don't have any sense of time. Active. Are you keeping them at home all the time? They're free play parks. You don't have to pay to go and play football if you can't afford it. Take a little 5 whatever pound ball to a field. There's so many free things. Don't keep them at home. If you can register them for swimming, do it. Take them for a walk in the woods. Take them, in fact, just walk through Union Street. See things. Summertime, there's dolphin 1 year. There's only whatever last year. I can't remember where it was last year. There's so many trails that you can, you know, let's look for all these things, take pictures and make memories with them as well. And then they're active. We don't want children who are at home all the time. If you don't stimulate children, they won't grow well. You know, imagine a little baby that you just put in one room. You don't talk to the baby. You don't walk around the baby. That baby won't talk. I'm assuming that if there's no stimulation, you know, they won't, if they don't hear people talk, I don't think they will know how to talk. They will make sounds. I don't even know if they'll be able to communicate. Anyway, respected. Listen to them. You'll see later, and one of the things I'll talk about respect later, you know, get their opinions. I'm not saying the children dictate things to you, but there are little things where you can, you know, show that you respect them. The language we use with our children, it has gotten a lot of people in trouble. You know, the Nigerian thing, I'm using Nigeria because I know about Nigeria, and I'm also mindful that there are people from other parts of Africa that I think I can see here. This thing of, I will kill you. People get in trouble because the child gets to school and they say, oh, you did that, we're going to have to talk to your dad about it. And the child is in stitches. No, please don't tell my dad. Because why can't I? Because my dad will kill me. And that, it raises the thing like, social work, come, somebody is about to be killed. That child will not go home at 3 o'clock. We need to think about what we're going to do because we don't want that child killed, you know, but it's language. It's just a language that we use. And thankfully, we're beginning to have Nigerians and social work. Sometimes we then say, okay, I know they've said that, but maybe that's not quite what they mean, you know, so I'm saying things like that. Sometimes I'm trying not to be too much, but I try to explain, you know, at work I'm good. So more and more, they're bringing Nigerian cases to us Nigerians, like, okay, go and deal with your people. And that can be tricky, you know, because you see these people in church, you see them all around. Anyway, responsible. Are you giving them little tasks to do? You know, are you doing all the chores? Why can't they put them plates in the dishwasher or wash them? Why is a 7-year-old sitting down and not, little things like that? Get them to be responsible. Let them do things around. Age appropriate chores. I don't expect a 6-year-old to wash your car. So little things, let them be responsible. Okay, I'll move on. I think that's included. Get them, don't go on holiday without them all the time. Include them in little things. Right, so this is that. And I know that's a big one that people talk about. I can't smack my children. Yet, you cannot smack a child. Since 2020 November, it has become a criminal offense to smack a child. The same law that protects adults. If you hit me now, that's assault, and you will be charged for that. That also protects children. So don't do it. Prior to that, it used to be that there was something called reasonable chastisement. So before that, if you hit a child on the bottom with your hand, you'll be fine. Because the only 3 things was if you use an implement, that was a criminal. If you hit above the head, that was criminal. And if you shake a child, that was criminal. But now they're saying, don't even touch a child at all. If you can't hit an adult, then don't do that to a child. So, no, don't do it. I put it in capitals. Smacking is a criminal offense, don't do it. And you really don't want to get a lawyer to help you with anything. Okay. I think I might have to stop because my time is up. There are a few more slides, but they're just practical things. Sorry?
So just maybe you should cover this.
You wanted me to cover that?
So just
okay.
2 more minutes.
Okay. So how do I discipline my child? And I know that's a big question because the normal thing is to hit. It gives you that instant thing. Be creative. Think about what you can do. It's like one size fits all. If you have more than one child, you will know what works for one child doesn't work for the other child. Mm-hmm. And then always align your parenting style to your core values. Really, when we discipline our children, what do you really want to do? You want them to change a particular behavior. Mm-hmm. Something they've done, you want that to change. And that's a bit that I was going to really talk about. Maybe if there was time later, I could get into that. See, scroll through, let's see, and then the next one. Okay, so discipline without smacking. I'll maybe just do that. I was saying that previous slide, I was just saying that when children do things, or adults, really, when you behave in a particular way, there are 4 reasons why you're doing that. You either want to escape or avoid something. You want attention, which is natural, normal human behavior. There's nothing wrong with that. You want something tangible, you want something, or you want to, what's the last one? Oh, it's sensory. Like people biting their nails and things like that. It's just because there's something they're gaining from it. So when you discipline you just want to change a particular behavior, but it's helpful to know what that child is doing, why have they done it? Then that helps you to know how to discipline that child. But I took my cue from a psychologist, and I do love behavior. I love psychologists. So that man talked about the operant conditioning, and it's just this man put the rats in a box, and the rats will press the lever and then food will come, and he was able to say that whatever the consequence that immediately follows a behavior determines the future likelihood of that behavior reoccurring or not. But it's all psychology that I'm not even a professional at. But because he talked about it, he's really, really worked for me. I don't hate my children. I've never hate my children. And I think they behave well. Not 100% of the time. I'm not good mom 100% of the time. I think they behave well, and I'm extremely proud of them. So I really call them my lab rats because it was, and one of them saw that last night. Said, Mom, why would you call us lab rats? I'd rather you said guinea pigs. I'm like, okay, it's a play on word because I was thinking about rats. But they chose that picture for me, and I asked, would that be okay for me to use that? And they said it was, and it's just that respect of, is that okay for me? To be honest, I can use it without asking them, but it makes them feel included, respected, and I'm showing responsibility as well. I will have to stop.
Yes.
And maybe if there were questions, I can talk about all those practical bits later. But I hope you have been able to pick something, even if it was just a thing. Thank you. And I'm pleased I didn't cough throughout that.
Thank you so much.
That was brilliant. I learned quite a lot of things, and as we know, as Africans, it's not very easy with the methods of disciplining our children, especially in this land, but it is the law. And if you break the law, you're a criminal. So we don't want to be criminals. So thank you very much, Mrs. Ashaye, for that. And I can testify that your lab rats are, they're brilliant, so it's working. So without wasting so much time, we would go on to our next speaker. Please, I hope you've got questions because there is a Q&A session and you would be asking them questions. So please take note of the questions. So our next speaker is Dr. Lulia. Thank you so much, Dr. Lulia, for accepting to do this. It's such an honor to have you. So I'm going to read her bio out before she comes. So Dr. Lulia is a lecturer of management at the Business School of the University of Aberdeen. She moved from Nigeria to the UK in 2008, where she obtained a master's in management from the University of Glasgow. She later obtained a second master's in arts, academic practice from Liverpool, John Morris University, and a PhD in policy development and management from the University of Manchester. So she's very, very studied and she understands a lot of things. So Lolia is interested in behavioral, cultural, and African studies. She explores identities, ideas, and processes that shape organizations and societies. This mic is breaking. Can I use the other one, please? Hi. Okay. Hope that's better. Okay. So her lecturing experience cuts across various institutions in the United Kingdom. This includes the University of Manchester, the Liverpool